Hey everyone, and welcome back for another video breakdown. I'm Sam Gold from fieldgoals.com, and today we're going to look at Jimmy Graham's 100-yard performance versus the San Francisco 49ers. As most of you know, Jimmy Graham was out for most of the 2015 season with a torn right patella tendon. He clearly isn't 100%, but he's certainly getting back to full health. This past Sunday, he showed why the Seattle Seahawks traded a first-round pick and Max Unger for him a year and a half ago. The first pass we'll look at was Jimmy Graham's touchdown in the middle of the second quarter. The 49ers bring 5 and drop 2 into deep zones. Graham runs a seam route up the middle of the defense, moving to find the soft spot between the two deep safeties. At this point, the coverage gets confusing. It looks like half the team is playing pattern match, while the other half is playing drop landmark zone defense, and this creates an interesting situation where Graham is chilling in the end zone by himself for far too long. Bowman realizes what's going on, but it's way too late, allowing Wilson to escape the pocket and find him for the easy score. If I had to guess, the fault lies on the weak side linebacker Gerald Hodges, because as a weak side linebacker, you are responsible for the running back in this front. Since he stays in the block, the linebacker has to push backwards to find the next defender. If he did that, he might have been able to drop to cover Graham to stop this touchdown. With Graham returning from injury, it's clear that Wilson trusts him to convert in crucial situations. Take this 3rd and 15 pass in the first quarter. Graham carries a seam versus the 49ers cover 4 defense, finding the spot between Bowman and the safety. Now if you're asking yourself, why is there a huge hole between these two players? Well, the reason for it is quite simple. Navarro Bowman didn't carry his seam route responsibilities. With the safety deep, watching the deep threat from the trip side, he expects Bowman to carry the seam. Now the pass is high, and it might have been in the only place for Graham to catch it anyways, but Bowman should still be there to carry the route. As a side note, the seam is typically an alert throw, where it's an instant yes or no read for the quarterback. If he has to match up, he'll take it. If he doesn't, he'll quickly move on to his next read. In this play, he clearly had the matchup he wanted, and he took it, converting on this crucial 3rd down play. At the end of the second quarter, Jimmy Graham shows why his size is an absolute mismatch as a receiving tight end. The 49ers blitz and play with one deep safety with man-to-man across the receivers. Ahmad Brooks gets caught off sides, giving Wilson a free play down the field. Now in a normal situation, I would not heave the ball deep to a covered receiver over the middle of the field. But in this case, you have a free play. Graham is covered well on a skinny post, and the pass is almost intercepted, but Graham turns and rips the ball out of Eric Reid's hands for the 40-yard gain as opposed to settling for a 5-yard penalty. In this game, there were only a few things I didn't like from Graham. He had a false start in the first quarter, and this fumble in the second quarter. Number 51 Gerald Hodges bites hard on the play action, giving Wilson a free throwing lane and an easy 7 to 8 yard pickup on first down. The play was initially ruled down by contact, but the 49ers challenged and the officials gave the ball back to the 49ers. Finally, in this 3rd and 5 attempt, Graham runs a hitch route to the sticks, but takes way too long setting up his play. This is a clear miscommunication, as Graham clearly wasn't expecting the ball, with the linebacker sitting on him. But on 3rd down with the threat of the blitz by the 49ers, you as a tight end are typically the check down or even the hot route in the situation, so you should always be ready for the pass. While Doug Baldwin was targeted team high 10 times, Jimmy Graham was targeted 9 times. 5 of Baldwin's targets were actually thrown by Trevon Boykin, while all 9 targets to Jimmy Graham were thrown by Russell Wilson. It's clear he's gaining back one of his favorite weapons on the Seahawks offense. In this run-first offense, I don't expect Jimmy Graham to consistently produce 100-yard performances, but he's becoming a bigger part of the Seahawks game plan as the 2016 season progresses. Well, that's it from me. Subscribe to my channel for my next video breakdown. You can follow me on Twitter at SamuelRGold. If you want to support my work with a donation, follow the link to my Patreon account on the screen or the PayPal link in the notes.